Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Ashes to Ashes. Last time on Ashes to Ashes, we had the Mustache Brigade, because Litton showed up and was like, yo, we gonna get this guy. But then it turns out that the guy, he saw D.I. Bevan beat someone up and kill them, and Litton was like, no, you weren't supposed to kill him, just beat the crap out of him. And then they ended up catching him. Also, Bevan may or may not have killed Sam Tyler for Gene. And then Gene, after he shot him, told him the truth. And it freaked him the crap out. And then at the end, Litton was being put on tribunal, I guess, for police misconduct and stuff. So yeah. Yeah, that was pretty much it. It was a good episode. It was a very interesting episode. Deepens the mystery a bit more. But now we're down to the final 3 episodes, and I don't know. Do you think we're going to get an answer here? I don't know. I get the feeling we're probably not going to get answers until episode 8. So, yeah. Also, Ray admitted that he saw stars. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, let's just go ahead and jump right into this episode of Ashes to Ashes. Here we go. Yep, that's a football. I almost said a soccer ball, but that's not correct.
I'm not asking, I'm telling. All leave is cancelled.
What's happening?
Why? Turn on your bloody television.
Uh-oh.
Inmates on the roof and peering out of broken windows.
The monkeys had taken over the zoo.
Oh.
Took our roof for a fortnight to clear the same amount of tiles.
Oh, shit.
If I had my way, every single turd in that prison would be flushed down the toilet alive. Never.
And buried with a stake of holly through his heart.
What can you do?
It's not a free-for-all, is it? There are rules, regulations.
This next door will be back in 5.
Wouldn't bother Mum once she's got the taste for blood.
Go on, Skip. See you later, girls.
Well, he's going in there. Well, I mean, he leads from the front. I mean, take a shield.
Playtime.
Man, I want to know what Viv's gonna say. He's just walking through there. None of them are hitting him.
Where's Viv? Viv? Viv, are you receiving me?
Oh no, he's still in there?
Skip, where are you?
We've been left to prison. Let's have him up.
Oh no. Oh my god, what if this is a Viv episode? Oh, Jesus Christ, it took like 20 people to hold him.
My name is Alex Drake.
Well, alright then.
Shot and found.
Disturbed him trying to rob a garage. Sachs cut the tendons in his legs. Burnt the place down. Are you saying this is my fault?
Well, there was an existing unit leader who had been fully briefed, and you deposed him because what? Fancied a punch-up?
Right, we're going to set an incident room up in the prison.
He's not wrong.
Governors have made a warden's office available.
Jim's just sitting there watching the episode, like we all are.
You so much as lay a finger on my colleague, I swear to God I will come in there and rip your heart out. Do you understand me?
That kind of talk. You're just going to agitate and encourage them.
Nah.
I am negotiating.
What, like Hiroshimo's negotiated?
Duh! Damn! Oh, he's got a gun.
Got a gun.
He's got a gun and a radio.
Do you understand?
You know, he has a radio, but he's not using it, by the way.
We've got a standoff. We need all our resources.
Just not saying words.
Shouldn't we have told her?
If she finds out who he is, she'll go nuts.
Oh no. Who is he? Oh!
Well, when the sheet hits the man.
Good job.
I'm forever blowing bubbles.
Jim,
What?
now is not the time.
Viv's ball.
Yeah, like, Jim, now you're just being annoying.
What you doing here?
Oh, this looks awkward.
Where's DCI Hunt?
Where else?
What are you doing?
I want to float amongst the stars.
Is he just saying that, or...
In 3 years I've known you. And not once in those 3 years have I come this close to hating you.
Well, you made a bloody good
Really?
show of it.
What you did to that man in there was akin to torture.
Oh, that was just a tickle.
Oh, you've done worse, have you? You know what? Don't answer that because I know that you have.
Yeah, this isn't a new thing for him.
You still got that football?
Yeah.
I hate West Ham, but tonight we're all Hammers fans, right?
I mean... He's got sus stuff going on, but I think he genuinely cares about getting his officers back, you know?
Now is not the time, Shaz.
Tell me.
Do you bleed?
Thinking about seeing stars. Mum? Is everything all right?
Yeah.
God damn it, people fucking talk to each other. God, Chris is there now. Is he playing poker with no one? Oh. Yeah. They're not going home. You don't fall asleep with a fucking cigarette. Oh. All three of them are sleeping there. Yuck. Bah.
What?
Yeah.
What are you trying to tell me?
Every time we see weird stuff, I'm just like, what?
Who are you?
My name is Sam Tyler. I had an accident and I woke up in 1973.
No.
Am I mad? In a coma? Or back in...
Okay, well, that was weird.
Wake up, Sergeant. Today's the day I become immortal. And the day you die.
So he just, like, wants to be remembered?
I am Sam Tyler, Alex.
So you've had a face transplant, have you?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
you'll
like...
know that you can do that in the future.
All things are possible.
Bullshit.
Nah.
You.
I know the answer. I know Alex.
You know, it's episode 6. I don't trust this guy. We'll go ahead and put Sam with a question mark.
Of course they're going to get the press, but I'm going to go in there amongst them.
Amongst them.
Ridiculous. I've seen you.
Right, well, let's start with the motive, shall we? Think back.
My thoughts don't go back. They go forward to 2005, the year I died.
Really? Right. Well, can you tell me?
I mean,
East
he would know
17's
information.
Christmas #1 in 1994. No. Well, there we are. That blows your little game out of the water.
Don't mock me. You forget, Alex. That's what happens to you here. You forget.
I'm not convinced he's Sam at all.
Your man, Viv, he's in on it. He brought the gun in.
He did
That's
say
a
something
lie.
like
As
that.
a cousin, do not let any more of your men go in there. A very bad thing will happen.
Well, I believe that at least.
Look, I hate the police.
You would say that?
Well, they always stop you getting a good story. Keeping you back, you know?
Old Spice. Thanks.
Don't dribble a football.
One gun was signed out in the name of Chris Skelton. That is not Chris's signature.
Okay, that's pretty bad.
I've got me a pig detecting machine. Go on, have a look.
Gee, maybe it's the two guys that are just sort of looking down. Oh, shit. They have Viv. Well, that didn't work.
You sent them in there.
Oh, shit.
That bastard's right. It's on your hands.
God, her eyes. Well, I guess Jim's in charge now. But is anyone else kind of with Jim?
Should we have another go?
I don't know.
Let's just put the chip in the handle. That's the gun I always sign out.
Ah, shit.
How's he got my bloody gun?
Well, that's pretty bad.
Uncle Viv, I made everything right from the day he was born. And if not me, then who?
I hope he shoots you first.
Oh, shit.
Ray. I mean it. You're dead to me.
Nah.
You're a disgrace to the uniform.
Ray.
Go to hell.
Ah. Deception. Disgrace.
You've been a good pal to me.
Oh.
I don't know how to say this without sounding like a twat. If you don't get out of here, can I have your mug? Because mine's knackered.
Oh, shit. Wire them up to the electricals.
The answer's in there. Good luck, Alex.
This sounds like bullshit. Well, it might help at least. Nah.
Do you really think D.A. Drake would fall for your old fanny?
Nah.
You see, the thing is, Thorny, good coppers stick together.
Okay, she planned this.
You should know that by now.
Jim, don't go in!
Ready to go, sir.
Oh shit, why does he have a rock? I mean, if they just bust up the electrics. Damn it, Jim! Don't go in! I keep thinking Chris is gonna see the stars at some point, but... Ah! Haha! Bust that shit!
You got the heart of a lion, do you hear me?
Ooh! Good shot!
I am a legend. Immortal. Immortal.
Yeah, you look pretty immortal. Dude, nobody's gonna fucking remember. Fucking Jim and his whistling, god damn it. I wanna like you, Jim. Jesus Christ, Jim coming in like the fucking angel of death. What the fuck?
What are you trying to achieve?
Shut it.
Shit, is Viv dead?
Who's defending this wing alone to the death? So we put aside past mistakes, you understand? It's a hero.
Ugh. What the fuck is going on? Ah. This fucking guy. It's the guy. Oh, that was the thing that was etched on her desk. 6620. I still don't know who the fuck that guy is! Well, that was depressing. Alright. This is an episode that I will have to come back to later. And by later, I mean in 2 weeks when I'm done. Because I don't no. Let me put it forward immediately. This was a good episode. It was a very interesting episode. You know, really good, but I don't want to say this is a problem with this season as much as it is just an observation of this season, is that episode 1 gave us 10,000 questions to answer. And all we've done, really, is add to those questions. This episode, as well, I feel like has added about another 2,000 questions. I don't really have an answer. I don't have answers, though. I don't really have answers, though. And of course, this is all still predicated on the 50,000 questions that we had before we started this season. Because of just how this world works, you know? So, this, while a really good episode, it's an episode I will need to revisit after we finish the show. Because I don't know. You know? We've got this guy who thinks he's Sam. We've got Jim, who looked like he was almost smiling when Viv died. You know? We've got people seeing stars. We've got 6620. 6620. Officer 6620. I don't know. Like, I can't... It's just a strange thing, you know? Where, like, I have to... And this, again, this is all still what I was saying, what I've been saying this whole season, that there are no theories that I can even base, you know? Because no theory, there's no foundation for a theory. Because anything I could possibly think could be true. And that is frankly frustrating, you know? The other frustrating thing about that is I know that I'm not going to get a damn answer next episode either. Even if it's the penultimate episode, I'm not going to get anything until episode 8. So, I guarantee next week, when we come back and watch episode 7, I'm going to be sitting here after the episode like, well, I don't know. Unless it's a 2-part finale. But even then, I don't know. It's definitely... well, maybe not definitely, but it is somewhat of a problem that I cannot base any theories. You know? Like, maybe it's time travel. Maybe Sam and Alex were sent back in time to eliminate corruption in the police force. You know? Sam failed and he joined them. They're trying harder with Alex, and Jim, maybe he was glad that Viv died. Because Viv was corrupt. Because he tried to bust his nephew or whatever out. Maybe it's that. Or maybe this is all just a coma dream that Alex is having. That just so happens to be the same coma dream that Sam had, you know? Maybe they're in the Matrix. Maybe they're in the Matrix and Jim is like Morpheus. Maybe it's a weird game of Jumanji. You know? Maybe a wizard did it. I don't know. So I can't even begin to base a theory about this. I see Jim look like he was smiling as Viv died. Maybe he's just a psychopath. Maybe Alex actually exists in this world. Maybe she's a ghost. I don't know. and I guarantee I will not know anything else. I will not know anything more next episode, you know? Oh my god, alright. I did notice when we started the discussion, my recording was just at the 1 hour mark, and I just looked over and it said about 1 hour, 9 minutes, so I've been sitting here for about 9 minutes not actually discussing the episode. So, Jason Saxe. Jason Saxe wanted to be a legend. He wanted to be immortal. He wanted to be remembered forever. Here's the thing about that. Nobody is going to remember this. They will for a while, I grant you. But let's take when Alex is from, 2008. I don't think it's really going to be remembered that much, you know? I don't think it's going to be remembered that much. Yeah, like, you want to talk about stuff that people will remember forever. Christian Bale's rant on the set of Terminator Salvation. Oh, good for you. They'll remember that. Presidents. Recent presidents, I would say. A lot of recent presidents, actually, will probably be remembered. For one reason or another. If you want a more recent example of something that will actually be remembered forever, Will Smith slapping the shit out of Chris Rock at the Oscars. Maybe not forever, but for a while. Longer than this guy. You know, okay, it works that this guy's motivation is a very, very minor point on this episode. Because otherwise, like, I'll tell you what is memorable. The guy that did this exact same plotline in Life on Mars. Remember that guy that held the newspaper place hostage? That was the episode that introduced Jackie Queen. I remember that. And Sam and Jean had to, were figuring things out, why he was doing this, and they were held hostage for a little bit too. So yeah, that was kind of memorable, but even then, that wouldn't remain in the public consciousness. Because even if they remember, it was like, oh, well, geez, you remember that prison riot, 30, 40 years back? Yeah, that's crazy. Who led that prison riot? I don't know. I'm not going to remember him. They might remember the cops. They probably won't even do that. They're not going to remember anyone's names. Now, granted, I am trying to pick apart the logic of a convicted killer. Yes, that was it. I was like, oh, he had a life sentence. I don't think you get life sentence if you don't murder someone. But yeah, that was it. I tried to remember what they said his crime was, and he slashed the tendons of a police constable and then burned the building down with him in it. So, which, okay, when Sam says, "Oh, he'll be out in a few years," like, why? Why would he be out in a few years? Like, I get the whole, like, oh, well, he's not the one who kills the cops. Although I don't think a court of law would see it that way. I don't know. I could use Legal Eagle's opinion on that. But from what they're implying is that if Chris, Ray, and Viv had been electrocuted and died, it's not his fault, despite the fact that he had the tripwire set up. Like, it's kind of your fault, Like, let's say someone crashes their car into another car, but just before they crashed, someone laid out nails and punctured their tires, thus they crashed. I think that has some legal ramifications for you. So that's kind of where I'm like, I don't think this guy's Sam. Because that just sounded stupid, you know? And then just the fact that it's like, well, he's already served 19 years of a life sentence. But he'll be out in 3 years? That's not a life sentence then. And sure, I know there's like good behavior and stuff, but it's not like, well, we'll get some years off your sentence. It's life. Life, the only determining factor on that is when you die. If you actually did become immortal, or, you know, I don't know, maybe you got some Shinigami years, you got an extra 500 years or so, you would still... Life sentence means you still fill out those 500 years, you know? So that's kind of where I start doubting Sam. So yeah, Jason Sachs. Kind of dumb, but whatever. He was a means to a plot. Interesting stuff, though, with stuff being on Gene. I like that, actually. That was really interesting when it's like, you know, Jim, again, like, if he wasn't just friggin' weird, it's like, he brings up good points. It's like, no, that is on Gene. That is on Gene that Viv, you know, ended up a hostage. It's on Gene that he sent in Chris and Ray, you know? That is on him. So I like that. And, you know, yes, it's the whole, you know, turning Fenchurch against him, but that stuff was interesting. Just, you know, the consequences of his actions. And that's the thing, is that, you know, Alex figured things out, and, you know, that's how they were able to save Chris and Ray. It's just interesting because, you know, that's on Gene. And we talk about this a lot of, you know, his methods are not for the faint of heart. And it's true. It's one thing we've had since, like, you know, season 2. I mean, I guess even since the beginning of Life on Mars, where it's like, Gene Hunt, he gets the job done, but he doesn't do it in the correct way. And now, that's definitely catching up with him. Everything that's happening this season is more or less because of that, you know? So, that was interesting, just seeing some of the consequences catch up with him. But Gene, stubborn as a rock, will keep going with his methods, you know? Alright, Paul Thordy. Is he Sam? The thing is, he doesn't act like Sam, you know? Like, Sam would know, you know, there's no way that Alex would just let him go, you know? I'm yawning so much, jeez. Like, I feel like Sam would be smarter about that. Granted, there were a lot of times where Sam would talk to someone and he would just fuck it up, you know? There were times like that, so... In the same way that Alex has had moments like that, too. And I always bring up the Marty McFly comparison, so I don't need to repeat it again, but just know that there is the Marty McFly comparison. But even still, I feel like Sam would have been better about that, you know? So I don't believe... Well, and also just the fact that it's like, oh, you know, they changed all my teeth and they got rid of my fingerprints, and it's like, okay, but they changed your face and your voice and your accent, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure this guy had a different accent than Sam. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but it just sounded different. Sounded different from the way Sam talked. So, yeah, I don't buy it. I don't buy that he's actually Sam, so there's that. But they didn't have, like, too much conclusion with him, so maybe he'll come back. I don't know. If they really did this, then where has he been all this time, you know? We had a bit more talk about the stars. I kept thinking that they were going to show Chris seeing the stars, you know? But I'm more and more convinced that whatever this world is, Chris is not a part of it, you know? Or whatever Ray, Shaz, and Alex have in common with these stars, that's never going to happen with Chris, you know? We still have time for it to where it could happen, but no. I also thought that maybe that would be something with Viv. But no, he's just dead. So, granted, I suppose Chris is also guilty of a bit of corruption with everything that happened last season. So, I feel like there must be something with Ray, though, that disproves that theory. Like, maybe that could be the closest I can base a theory. Is it specifically clean, like, straight versus corrupted cops, you know? Like, you've got Gene and Chris, but then you have Alex, Shaz, and I guess Ray. I mean, the first thing I'm thinking of is when Ray injected that dude with heroin and he died, you know? So, I don't know if that works. I don't know. But there were moments where they would cut back to Chris, and they held on it in such a way that I was like, you must, you know, they're going to cut to the stars. But then they never did, so I don't think Chris is part of it, you know? Whatever it is. And then, yeah, Viv dies, and Jim just nonchalantly walks over, and he's whistling, and then he's singing, and then it looked like he was trying to stop himself from smiling at Viv's death, you know? And then he put on the, you know, concerned face when Gene showed up, you know? 6620, what happened to him? Who is he? I don't know. There's a picture of it in Gene's desk, but what does it mean? I don't know. We'll have to find out. I was going to say next time, but we're probably not going to find out next time. Although, I don't know. They may throw us for a loop. Maybe we'll have a 2-part series finale. That'd be cool. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm positive we're not going to get any answers next episode, but we'll see. Maybe they'll surprise us. But I'm curious. We've got 2 more episodes of this show left, and yeah, gonna be crazy, I think. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around to any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Ashes to Ashes reactions, as well as another playlist for all of my Life on Mars reactions. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.